Yes, any day now. IOTA partners with Tokeny to enhance enterprise tokenization in trillion-dollar market. So, if you know anything about IOTA, IOTA is not a blockchain. It's a tangle. It's a DAG. Something, a cyclic graph. Yes. Far superior to the blockchain. Far superior. It's almost free. You can't hack it. And it's more powerful, right? IOTA, Internet of Things. So you put nodes on it, right? Machine learning, and the machines can talk, and it's more powerful. So you don't have scalability issues. The more you put on the tangle, the more powerful it becomes. Yeah, the more powerful it becomes. All right, so let's read about the tangle. Let's read about IOTA, one of my favorite projects coming out of Germany. The Germans, you know how the Germans are. They know how to do shit right. Well, except dump all that Bitcoin on the spot market. But other than that, they know how to do shit right. Someone's got to teach them about over-the-counter market, daggone. All right. Look, IOTA has partnered with Tokeny Solutions, a leading compliance infrastructure for digital assets, for enterprise-level tokenization and on-chain compliance into the IOTA EVM. Bang! And so, look, if you don't know about IOTA, IOTA has many European Union onboardings already, government contracts, Fortune 500 contracts, municipal contracts. They've got this autonomous car thing they're working on. Yeah, where the cars drive by themselves. Yeah, and do shit, like pick up your garbage and shit. All sorts of shit. Yeah, it's already been tested in 5 cities in Europe. So yeah, IOTA is no joke. We talk about use case. Well, bang, this is being used. And that's what you want to invest in. You want to invest in successful blockchains who are actually being used. Now, IOTA is a little different. They're not a corporation. Like most blockchains are companies, right? Ripple, XRP. Well, Ripple is a company, right? Ripple Labs LLC out of San Francisco, right? Cardano is a company. I think it's IOHK LLC or some shit. I don't know, but or owned by a company. But most of these things are actual LLCs, right? VeChain LLC. IOTA is different. It's actually a foundation, so that's a nonprofit organization, right? Just for those who are want to know that, I'm just trying to show you the distinction between IOTA is not only is it not a blockchain, the tangle, it's a tangle, or it's a DAG, and they call it their DAG, the tangle, far superior to the blockchain, as I said before. But they're also not a corporation, they're a foundation. So they're more like a, an NGO type thing. All right. So as you all know, tokenization is, these are the buzzwords. I mean, even Larry Fink from BlackRock says, we're going to tokenize everything. All right, we're going to tokenize it all. Tokenize you and me. Actually, you're already tokenized. That's why you have a social security number. That's your token number. But anyway, that's your NFT number. So as tokenization becomes the biggest application of blockchain technology and attracts enterprise users, compliance and security are becoming critical considerations. Exactly. You want the big boys to come in. You want enterprise level use. Well, you've got to provide the enterprise level standard of quality in your products, right? Especially, obviously, when it comes to security. Bang. So, look, to address this, IOTA has partnered with Tokeny Solutions, one of the world's leading compliance infrastructure providers. Compliance infrastructure, right? Like, they show you how to do things compliantly. This is what I want to do. Well, for it to be compliant, you're going to have to do it this way, right? If I'm a company, that I ask these guys, hey, man, I want to do this, all right? This is how you're allowed to do it compliantly, right? Their compliance infrastructure, right? Bang. Providers in the digital asset space. So, over there in Europe, they have what's called the MiCA regs. the markets and crypto assets regulations that was passed last year. And that actually just came into full effect last month, like full effect. Now it's like actual, it is the law of the land now. If you're not compliant, you can now be prosecuted, so you have to be in compliance. And so that's what these guys help do. You want to do anything with digital assets? Well, these guys will show you how your organization, your corporation, or even a segment of your government can be compliant with the new MiCA regulations. So aiming to bolster, and then specifically when it comes to tokenization of assets, right? So in the MiCA regs, there's a section on tokenization. Well, these guys tell them, well, you want to tokenize? This is how you're allowed to do it. Right? A, B, C, D, E. This is how you got to do it. So, and secure digital asset management within the IOTA ecosystem. You want to watch a video about it? There's one in the description, or one in the thing, and I put the links to the description in the video. So the Boston Consulting Group has indicated that tokenization could be worth as much as $68 billion by the end of the decade in a bullish scenario. So that's it, $68 billion. I'd add a little zero to that, more like 680. Some of the world's largest companies, from the $10 trillion BlackRock to the $1.5 trillion Franklin Templeton, have ventured into the sector. Exactly. They're going to tokenize it all, motherfucker. This is, trust me, we're tokenizing everything. One day you're going to hold your Microsoft shares on your Ledger Nano. That's how shit's going to go down. These companies are stringently regulated and can incur billions of dollars in fines if regulators on Earth lacks compliance. Exactly. So that's why you need these compliance masters to tell you how can I be compliant? Because if you get caught and you don't do something proper, bang, you can incur billions of dollars of fines. So that's why you hire someone like Tokeny to show you, like, okay, you want to tokenize? Here's how you do it compliantly, right? And if you do get busted, you can say, well, Your Honor, Tokeny said we could do it that way. That's why you always want to have an expert. If you're going to be a criminal, always have a lawyer and an accountant. And if something goes bad, you can always tell the judge, well, Your Honor, the lawyer said I could do that. The accountant didn't say that was wrong. Right? You always have to have a shield. Right? And so Tokeny is kind of like a shield. Now, that's miscreant talk. That's miscreant talk. But just remember, if you're ever going to do naughty things, just always blame it on the lawyer and the accountant. So look, compliant is just as, trust me, compliance is just as important for investors as it ensures fairness, trust, and market integrity. To address this, IOTA has partnered with Tokeny to enhance how enterprises leverage IOTA EVM by integrating Tokeny's cutting-edge compliance technology for enterprise-level tokenization. Bang! There you go. There you go. You want to tokenize? IOTA's like, look, we got these dogs, Tokeny. We can tokenize your shit. Let's go. So IOTA's EVM chain launched in, and I guess they're going to tokenize on the EVM chain, I guess is what they're trying to say. Launched in Q2 this year. Blah, blah, blah is reported. It offers users a plug-and-play platform for deploying and managing smart contracts, and it has become popular with enterprise users. Bang! You know, I love me some smart contracts, boys. Look, the network is combining the EVM with Tokeny's compliance infrastructure. Okay, so now we get to the chicken. So the EVM and the Tokeny are all in one, which relies on the ERC 3643 standard to enable the issuance of the tokens, transfer, and the management. Bang! An all-in-one package. Look, which complies with, bang, bang. You're going to get an all-in-one piece of chicken to enable you to issue, bang, transfer, bang, and manage those tokens, all in a compliant way. That's what's necessary. I know, we're talking infrastructure here. This is kind of boring, man. This is kind of infrastructure. Yeah, well, without this infrastructure, this digital ledger space, not digital ledger, distributed ledger space can't grow. You need these people. You need these sort of infrastructure. You know, it's the plumbing. You know, like a house. Well, the way you flush a toilet is because there's all these pipes and shit in the walls. moving water and toilet water around, right? You don't see it, but it's there, right? It's not just magic. The toilet doesn't just flush magically, right? What I mean, you don't just turn the tap on your sink and the water comes out magic. It's all these pipes and all this bullshit, pressurization and everything that goes into that. It's the plumbing, and that's what this is going to offer: plumbing, institutional grade plumbing. Yes. For tokenization, the future is tokenization of real-world assets, tokenization of financial instruments. It's the future. Everybody wants it. You know, it's not something industry is fighting against. You know, they're encouraging, right? BlackRock and all them guys, they're encouraging. You know, and that's what you want to see as an investor of digital assets. Is that the digital assets you're invested in, the blockchain is used for that sort of thing, for tokenization of real-world assets, because it'll be successful, hopefully, right? Like, so if you're an IOTA investor, here you go. They're offering this new product, which enables enterprises now to look at IOTA as a viable IOTA EVM, the blah virtual machine, to be a viable solution for when they want to tokenize. And let's get real. If you're a European company and you want to tokenize some shit, well, you look at an organization like IOTA, and you go, well, daggone, they have all these European Union contracts already. Wow, this must be a trusted distributed ledger asset services provider. I'm going to go with them. Bang! So IOTA hodlers, you better love it. It automates on-chain compliance to ensure that verified investors are restricted from accessing these tokens. Wait, are restricted from accessing? I don't know, but it just means it's more secure. If I'm a verified investor, why would I be restricted? I think what they're trying to say is that any non-verified investors are restricted. I think the guy just did a typo there, because obviously that wouldn't make sense if I'm fucking verified. Well, what the fuck? Right? So IOTA EVM and Tokeny transform tokenization compliance. So leaders from both camps stated that the partnership is strategic for both parties, as their values and missions are aligned. Yes, there's an alignment. In his comments, IOTA founder Dominic Scheener stated, "We are thrilled about Tokeny's integration, as it perfectly aligns with our mission to democratize access to tokenized real-world assets, bang, and financial instruments, bang, in our ecosystem." Exactly. They're going to be nice. IOTA hodlers. So Tokeny stands out as the most advanced institutional-grade tokenization platform, supporting market standard ERC 3643, poised to accelerate institutional. So bang! You see, Tokeny, right? They implement the standard already. So when IOTA gets together with Tokeny, with Tokeny's standard of tokenization, and IOTA goes to the corporations, the enterprises, and say, okay, we can tokenize you. Trust me. My boy who tokenizes, bang, he rocks a 3643 standard. You're MiCA compliant. You see, the MiCA regs, marketing crypto assets regs in Europe. That's all IOTA says. Like, look, doc, we got you. You're MiCA compliant. What would you like to tokenize, sir? Bang! That's a big deal. That is a big deal, right? That's what we read it. You don't want to incur, what did it say up here? Because if you fuck around, you're going to find out, right, that, where was this? That, it's stringently regulated, and you could incur billions of dollars in fines if you have lax compliance, right? So that's the level. I'm telling you. We know that. I guess what I'm trying to say is we know that mega corporations want to tokenize things, tokenize stuff, whatever. And financial institutions. And so they do not want to incur these billions of dollars And so this puts IOTA at the forefront of the tokenizing kind of, I guess, movement of Europe, of the European Union, in that they already have, now that they've onboarded Tokeny, if you do anything through IOTA, you're guaranteed that you're ERC 3643 compliant. In other words, you're compliant from MiCA and you're good to go. That's what, if you're a mega enterprise, obviously that's what you want. You don't want to incur those billions of dollars in fines. So you guys get it? And I guess what I'm saying to IOTA hodlers is, look, don't be afraid to accumulate more. In my opinion, not financial advice, but just in my opinion, as an IOTA hodler, don't be afraid to accumulate more, especially when prices are down so much right now. Bang! All right. So Tokeny CEO Luc Falemping concurred, adding that the partnership aligns with his company's vision. IOTA's unique Layer 1 protocol architecture enables scalability and feeless exactly. The IOTA Tangle, it is far superior to any blockchain out here. Right? Like, I'm not saying that like, because, some fanboy shit or something. Like, just benchmarks, right? Like, on the benchmarks, it's far superior to any blockchain, right? It's not a blockchain. It's a whole other thing, but it's still a distributed ledger somehow, right? And, that's why the governments of Europe, well, the European Union itself, so I guess that's the government of the United States of Europe. Europeans, gotcha. The United States of Europe, the European Union, that's why they're using them so much, right? It's infinitely scalable. Hear how they talk about it? Scalability and feeless transactions, right? You don't get that in blockchain. You have one or the other. Or you have scalability, fee price, and then security. Yeah, the IOTA Tangle has it all. So if you're new to the crypto space or anything, I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but the IOTA Tangle, it's got legs. When smart money gets here and, the big enterprises start investing, well, they're going to see something like this that's being used by enterprise and, invest in it, right? You're here to invest in success, and this is success. This is one example of success. Well, and only one of IOTA's examples of success, because they have a lot of success. All right, invest in success. So with the partnership, enterprise users can now leverage IOTA to conduct large transactions with their tokens without any concern over legal ramifications. All right, no problem, you're compliant. The IOTA Foundation noted, whether you aim to issue, transfer, or manage a digital asset, our enhanced IOTA EVM, bolstered by Tokeny's technology, offers a robust foundation for your product. Bang! A robust foundation for the product? Exactly. In other words, you can issue your shit with us and your shit will be compliant. Done. Right? One-stop shop. Bang! Done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it. IOTA hodlers. Bang! Yes. Let's get to the next story. Yes.